Hello everyone, we are live with the BYD, the backyard dog. Try this again, take 2. Okay, let's start with the history of XWW, backyard sports. XWW originated in 1996 in my hometown of 4 States, West Virginia. For those of you who don't know, that's probably a town that holds about 1,200 to 2,000 people. It ain't very big. You could probably spit clean across it. Me and my buddy Travis, the 8-Ball Bevan, created XWW, and that's funny because we don't even talk anymore. We lost touch. Let's see. And then somewhere around 1999, early 2000, I moved in with my mother in Clarksburg, West Virginia, and I met Terry Dale Flint Jr., T-Truth. And he introduced me to probably the greatest asset XWW ever had. He introduced me to Lonzo the Tank Whaley. Hang on for a second, ladies and gentlemen. Bear with me for 1 second. He introduced me to Lonzo the Tank Whaley. Lonzo became one of our greatest assets. He was one of our most feared fighters, holding our XWW BMF boxing title 6 to 7 times, former XWW wrestling champion, multiple time tag champion. He did it all. Like I said, this is just going to be the history of XWW. We didn't add boxing and MMA until like 1999, or no, it was actually 2009, 2008, 2009, 2010, around that era. We added boxing and wrestling and became XWW Backyard Sports. I hear a lot of people ask me a lot of the time, what does XWW mean? It meant Extreme World Wrestling. And it evolved into Extreme World Wrestling Backyard Sports because we added the MMA and boxing. The Tank was probably our greatest champion. We've had a lot of great champions. Chuck the Hammer Hess in boxing and MMA, who was a former professional boxer. We also had Billy Wildcard, one of my best friends. May he rest in peace. He's in heaven now, along with T-Truth, along with Chuck. They're all three. They've all three passed on. 3 of my best friends. What can I say? We grew. We grew until we were doing it almost every week or every 2 weeks. And in 2011, we got big. We had 200, 300 people every other week or every week in my front yard on Horner Avenue when we were doing shows there, to where we had cops come out and watch us and everything. And then in late 2011, early 2012, we decided we were going to go and move our cage into the Summit Park Volunteer Fire Department. We built a cage, a little 10 by 10 dog kennel, and we had guys fight in it, but we packed that building with 350 to 500 people every single week to watch a group of guys and girls slaughter each other inside this cage. There's still some video footage left. I've lost a lot of the video footage, and I'll get into that here in a second. We would do this almost every week, and like I said, 350, 500 people, shoulder to shoulder. Wasn't a whole lot of breathing room. Everybody either sitting or standing, but everybody was screaming and yelling. We had a lot of good times. I'm very fond of the old days of XWW. I miss the old days of XWW when we could do that stuff. September, I do believe it was late September or early October in 2012, the Athletic Commission shut us down here in West Virginia. They came in and they kicked in the fire department doors, and you would have thought we were dealing drugs or something because they came in full riot gear and shut us down. I guess they thought we were going to fight, had guns drawn. We would have let them in. Like, it wasn't us running the door, it was the fire department. They could have easily got in. But we got in trouble. And hey, what's good? What's good? How you doing today? Who is that? Light Little Jeffrey? Little Jeffrey? I'm sorry, I can't see the name on my screen. It's so small. I only got one good eye. How you doing, man? As I was saying, I guess they closed us down. I got charged with 6 non-jailable offenses. Had to pay a freaking $9,000 bond, even though I couldn't go to jail for what we were doing. They were going to put me in jail if I didn't pay a bond, which I wasn't running from anything. I didn't deny anything. The hell, there was video on YouTube. How could I deny anything? They made me delete a lot of the videos, and since they made me delete a lot of the videos, I lost them and they're gone. If anybody knows how to bring videos back to life from YouTube, let me know, because I lost a lot. The Wayback Machine doesn't work because I don't own a device from back then that I had everything on. So you can't use the Wayback Machine to get anything back. But yeah, we had a lot of fun back in the day. Some of the videos are still on our YouTube. I lost control of the last YouTube, the old YouTube page, through the years because I forgot the password and stuff like that, so I can't get back into it. But we still have some of the videos left. I'm live. If anybody else wants to jump on, ask questions or anything like that. We tried to get back together in 2015 to hold a tournament, which the Tank ended up winning the tournament. He's competed in 6 tough men. I've competed in 6 tough men. We've had Taz Stickle, the Tasmaniac, competed in like 6 or 7 tough men. We had Austin Ice Cold Hardy, win in 2nd place in 2015. And in this year, we sponsored a former fighter, Cody the Tornado Bowley, and had him fighting in this Clarksburg Tough Man, and he won 2nd place this year with our logo on his shorts and his t-shirt, which he did great in. He did really well. I thought he won that fight in the championship fight this year, but he lost by judge decision. You know, you let it go in the hands of the judges, it can go any way, every way, upside down, sideways. They're some of those judges I don't agree with how they do those tough man fights. But again, you know, I digress. We've had a lot of fun over the years. I've been very fortunate. I've been blessed by the Lord himself for everything we've accomplished. I've been through 24 surgeries. I'm the original. I'm the guy that created this. I remember trying to practice professional wrestling bumps in my grandma's front yard, doing this stuff for all these years. Me and the 8 Ball would literally do hip tosses, body slams right there on the yard. No trampoline, no padding whatsoever. We were taking professional style wrestling bumps right in my grandma's front yard, body slam after body slam. So I had a lot of fun. Like I said, I've been blessed. I don't know what else to say, what else to talk about. Somebody isn't going to get on and ask questions and talk. There really ain't a whole lot to say. We went from having no fans in my grandma's front yard to having a crap ton of fans inside a fire hall and for some reason it became illegal. There's a lot of other backstories and stuff that I could go into, but what's the point? Like I said, I've been through a lot of health problems, and luckily, I've been able to do what we do for as long as I have, and for as long as I did. Uh, I really, like I said, I really don't know what else to say. I don't know what else to get into. Nobody wants to talk or get into it with me on here. Hang on one second. I gotta check my phone. I was hoping Alonzo Whaley would get on and chit chat with me, and maybe he could ask some questions, or I could ask him some questions. Hang on one second. I just told everybody in my little circle there to come talk in our YouTube channel, come chit chat with the backyard dog, you know, uh, help our views get up. Oh no, you're good, brother. You're good. I was just inviting some of the other guys on so we could all chit chat. Waiting on Lonzo to come on the tank so we could talk. He been meaning to come here and do a live with me for a while. Some stuff came up. He couldn't find the right address the first time we were going to do it and stuff like that. So trying to bring him on and talk and see what's going on. He recently pulled a hernia. He wasn't able to fight in the Toughman this year. And here's one more thing I want to touch on before I get off here, before I go or anything like that. I want to touch on something. If you have never been in the ring, whether it's cage or Toughman ring, or never been in anything, period, you shouldn't comment and dog somebody that actually got in the ring. You shouldn't have an opinion. Oh, you can say, "Oh, I was a sucky fight" or something like. Yeah, you could say that, but to go all in and say, "Oh, well, that person didn't know what they were doing" or something. Maybe they didn't. Maybe it was their first time. I ain't gonna lie, my first time at Toughman, I blanked. I missed it. I did. I was fight number 68 out of 72 or 74 fights. I stood for 3.5 hours waiting to get in there and actually fight. And when I got in there, I blinked. It's the punch you don't see that knocks you out. And I honestly didn't see the punch coming. I blinked. Woke up in the locker room with an ambulance guy, an EMT guy over top of me with smelling salt. That's always a good time when you get woke up with some smelling salt. I thought I was going to knock him over trying to jump out of that chair. Hell yeah, it's never too late to get back into it as long as you're in good health. Me, I just recently found out that I can no longer fight anymore. My doctors won't sign off on me to fight through the athletic commission. Um, I'm still going to help some younger guys spar and stuff like that, but I'm not legally allowed to get back in the ring because of my eye. I've been through 4 eye surgeries. They said my lens is too frail for me to get hit in the face anymore, so I can't fight anymore. I've been through 24 surgeries. I've died 3 times. They brought me back to life. I've done professional wrestling, was in a movie, was an extra in a movie, Pro Wrestlers versus Zombies. It's on Peacock. Not a problem. It's part of life, man. I'm 38 years old. I don't need to be fighting anymore. Got kids, adopting 2 more kids, my nieces. Uh, I've done it all, man. I've had a heck of a life, brother. I should have never been in the ring to begin with. I kind of wink, 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 wink on the athletic commission papers to get into Toughman and stuff. Should have never even been in the ring. I had heart surgery. They went in through my back and into my heart. My blood flows backwards. I was born without a main artery from my heart to my left arm. They had put one in. I had my stomach operated on before I was even a month old because I had my esophagus and my small intestine was clogged. I was born where I couldn't eat milk, wheat, rye, peanut butter. I was allergic to everything, man. When I was first born, you name it, I was allergic to it. I barely got by. Barely got by living until I was hit puberty. When I hit puberty, my food allergies went away, but I'd already been through so many surgeries that stunted my growth, not being able to have milk at a young age because I was allergic to it. I'm only 5'5". I'm a little overweight because I'm a foodie. I love food. I love to cook. I love to eat. Nothing wrong with that, I guess. Like I said, I've been through 24 surgeries, man. Everything you could think of. I've had my ear operated on behind it. They went behind my ear 4 times. They tried to widen my ear canal about 8 years ago. Well, probably about 6.5 years ago, 7 years ago. They told me I only got about 10 years left of my hearing, so it won't be long until I'm completely deaf. If you notice, one ear pops out, one ear goes in, because I've had that ear operated on so much. They want to do a surgery where they put balloons in up through my nose and into my ears to pop my eardrums back out, but it's not going to help my hearing. And to do that surgery, they'll have to fix my nose because I got a deviated septum on the left side. I don't want them touching my nose. I told them I spent 30 years to make it look this pretty. I ain't even messing with it. I'm already going deaf, so what's the point? They're just going to pop my eardrums back out. My hearing's still going to go. There ain't no point. What's the point in doing more surgery when just more anesthesia and more money in the doctor's pockets, right? Like I said, I've been through everything. If you get on, like I said, I'm in a movie, Pro Wrestlers versus Zombies. I'm in like the first 5 minutes of that movie. I was an extra. I was working security guard at a wrestling show, walking around the ring. It's on Peacock, Pro Wrestlers versus Zombies. Got Rowdy Piper and all those guys in it. Great movie. Well, it's not really a great movie story. I don't know. Some people call it good. Some people don't. I like it. I was in it, so I like it. I'm biased, I guess. A lot of great guys, all of them good gentlemen, very professional. I started out as a yarder. Most pro wrestlers do start out as yarders. I was in professional wrestling from 2013 until about 2018, off and on. I'd love to get back into it someday if I can get my whole body to cooperate. I'd love to referee or do something like that. Yeah, I'm open and honest with everybody. I don't lie about anything that I try not to lie about anything. I don't let anybody. I'm open. I'm an open book. Open book to everybody. Uh, really don't know what else to say, man. I've been on for 20 minutes now, and not a whole lot of people, but one person commenting and talking. Uh, did one amateur fight in 2015. That's the fight that I ripped the lens off the back of my eye. But I'd already done a lot of damage to that eye. Like you can see the scar under my eye here. Back in 2011. No, it was 2010. 2000, yeah, it was 2011. 2011. I shot him for a single leg on Brian the Psycho Cox at the Mazza Bash out in Mount Clair. It was a backyard show that we did. It was a private party for one of my bosses, and we did some backyard fights there. And I fought Brian the Psycho Cox. The video's on our YouTube channel. I took a knee, went in for a single leg. He kneed me in my eye. And I had trouble with this eye for a while. Didn't realize that I messed it up as bad as I did, young and dumb. And then 2015, I waved the guy on, let him hit me. And when he hit me, he ripped the lens off the back of my eye. And that caused 4 surgeries now. If you could tell, it's closed most of the way. I've lived a rough life, lived a crazy life, lived a fast life, and had a lot of fun doing it. I don't regret anything in my past. I could have done a lot of things better. I could have done a lot of things safer. That's for damn sure. But I had a lot of fun doing everything that I've done. Wild and crazy and just trying to live life to the fullest. That's what we're supposed to be here for, right? Because the only thing we're guaranteed in life is death. And you can't take any physical possessions with you when you go. So I tried to live my life one day at a time and tried to have fun doing it. Had a lot of fun with a lot of guys fighting, backyard wrestling, and helping train guys. In 2012, we had over 75 fighters fight in XWW. There's a group picture on our channel somewhere of all of us together, most of us together. We had over 300 fights that year. Lot of great times. A lot of great times. Nothing was sanctioned back then. The stuff you see on our channel, some of it is sanctioned, some of it is our guys from Toughman, some of it's people we know from Toughman, and other events, local events around here. Like I said, we had a lot of fun. It was crazy. It was hectic. Pain on the body. I used to say, hell on the fighters, great for the spectators. And we lived our life like that. Like I said, I don't regret anything we've ever done. It's been a lot of fun. If there's anything else you guys need to know or want to know, comment on this video, comment on one of our videos. I'm the backyard dog. I'm the originator, the creator of XWW and XWWBackyardSports. Yes, there's other companies out there mimicking the name, but this is the original logo. This company has been around since 1996. And our YouTube channel is still going, and it's still going to go. We're 2,301 subscribers and still going, and we're going to continue to grow and continue to go. And every year, we're going to sponsor guys to fight in the Toughman, the Rough and Rowdy, and stuff like that around here in West Virginia. I don't want to go outside of my state because let's keep it local. I want to be local, supporting local. How do you support local? Well, you have local fighters that fight around here, go in and fight at our local events, and we support local stuff. That's all I want to do. Local, supporting local, man. Nothing wrong with that. And I mean, I see nothing wrong with that. How do you get famous? You got to have a team. You got to have people behind you that believe in you, want you to do well. And that's all I want. It's all I ever wanted. To help everybody. Every local person should help every local person. If you got a friend that owns a company, you should support that friend no matter what. And you think his stuff's too expensive? Oh well, go buy it anyways. Help him out. Show his craft. Let people know that you support and love your friends, your family. And if you're local, if you're West Virginia, then your family, your friends. I also wanted to throw out an invite to anybody that would like to come on here, any local fighter that wants to put their name out there and get more people looking at them and get more credit for the things they do fighting around here locally. I'd love to have you on for a podcast or one of these little live stream things we're doing right now. I'd love to bring you on. Love to talk to you. Love to introduce myself and get to know you. Because like I said, I want to be a local guy showing love to local people. Our videos feature local artists, Nubizi, Gorilla Boy, Memphis. I want to support my local people. That's all I want to do. And we all have difference of opinions, different ideas on how life and liberty is supposed to be. And there's nothing wrong with that. like I said, open to debate anybody or anything like that. I just want to show love to everybody that is here in my home state. I see nothing wrong with it. I like I said, I support everybody. By the way, if you want an XWW t-shirt, get a hold of me. They're $25 a pop at Specialties here in Clarksburg, West Virginia. That's the place we get our stuff made. As you can tell, they do a great job on hats. I love my fitted hat, XWW logo sewn in. Yeah, they hook me up good. They do me right every time I go over there. And no, they're not a sponsor of mine at all. They do not sponsor me. I sponsor myself. Yes, I share their logo at the bottom of my screen most of the time on every one of my videos because I'm local and I show love to local. They show me love by giving me good product every time I go over there. They design my stuff so good that I can't complain at all. I love Specialties and everything they do. And I want to give a shout out to our guy, my boy Cody Boley, the Tornado. Hey Cody, love you, brother. Good job this year at Toughman. I really thought you won that fight. The only thing I seen wrong was the third round when he got against the ropes. Other than that, I thought you beat that guy. The judges had to have judged that on the third round only because you won the first two. And you won the third too. It's just that split second up against the ropes for a few seconds. That's all it took. And the judge overturned it. They hate us at Toughman for some reason. Anybody that wears my logo, they hate. Last year, I finagled my way into Toughman, and I ended up fighting one of the guys I helped work with to get ready for Toughman. We wore the same logo in, and they put us in the ring against each other. And I told him beforehand. I told Beast Sean Starkey beforehand. So if they end up matching us up against each other, brother, so give me 2 good rounds and then put me asleep in the third. He gave me a round and a half good, and then he put me asleep in the second. He TKO'd me. And I knew I was in trouble because once I went to get up, I put my hand on the mat, and my arm gave way with my weight, slid right out from underneath me. I hit my head on the mat. I come up, and when I got up, the referee waved me off, and I was like, no, what? I was arguing with the referee, and I laugh about that now, but I thank God he stopped it because John was fixing to put me completely plumb out. And, he did what he needed to do to win. Now, if he'd have listened to me a second night, he would have done what he had to do to win the whole thing. Maybe next year he'll be lucky. He said he's going to fight next year. So hopefully he'll get lucky next year. Listen to the backyard dog, who's got a lot more experience being in this stuff. And he might pull out a W and win the whole thing. Shout out to the guys that actually fought this year. Like I said, Cody Boley, Tornado, great job. Little Devil, Samantha, I'm proud of you. You got in there, you tried. There ain't nothing wrong with losing. You can find victory and defeat, and you can find defeat and victory. No matter what you do in life, you could find either or. But next year, I plan on you doing better. I hope you do better. I pray that you do better. I know you can. I know, we get more guys that want to wear our logo and fight for us next year. We're going to have a heck of a team because I promise the tank will be in it next year, one way or another. Even if I got to drag him there. This year, he pulled a hernia, couldn't make it. And that happens when you're training. You train hard. We play hard and we fight even harder. As you can see, Cody didn't even really train this year. He just went in and winged it and 1 second. Now think like this: what if he'd have trained? He'd have won the whole thing if he'd have been training. Next year they're in for a world of trouble. World of trouble. And all right, guys, it's been almost 30 minutes. I'm jumping off here. I'm getting off for a little bit. Thank you for anybody that did watch or anybody that did come on. I appreciate it. And just like always, I say in every one of our videos, please don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe to the leading force in West Virginia backyard sports. XWW Backyard Sports. I love you guys. BYD out.